Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another Monty After Dark. Please smash that like button, helps me out with the algorithm. And there's a lot to talk about. We could talk about Foodie, we could talk about Nader, we can talk about Heather, I guess, a new person within the Foodieverse. Soon it will be the Heatherverse, kinda, maybe, sorta. I have no idea. But we can talk about anything you want. All you got to do is join the panel. I also got to tell people I am live right now since some people don't know. So let me put that in my community tab on my main channel and we will get started. So Foodie Beauty didn't really do much. She was driving around. She ate as she usually does. And then she abruptly went off live stream. And Heather, a lot of people liking Heather C. I mean, I've been aware for some time. I don't have anything bad to say about her. I try and be as positive as possible with my channels. And I mean, if people want to watch Heather instead of Foodie, then why not? Why not? We got Skinny Queen. Skinny Queen, I see you. I'm gonna add you right now. Turn off your camera. Heather, and yeah. What? What's people in the chat saying? Who is this Heather person? Heather has been making moves in the Chantelverse. Who's going to be the Heatherverse, Mary? She has a channel. She made one of her channels has been made on the 29th of August. I do see other channels before because, like I've said, she isn't new, is just new to most of us. How are you doing, Skinny Queen? Oh, I think your connection's bad. Maybe you wanna
Can you
disconnect
hear
and
me now?
reconnect. Talk again.
Can you hear me now?
It's still really bad. So it's best
Let
you,
me get off here then.
yeah, get off and then come back. So let me post a link to Heather's channel so that all of us are on the same page. Heather has been doing tarot readings. That's where a lot of people are saying, "Hey, isn't Foodie Beauty copying Heather?" Because Heather was doing tarot readings. Now Foodie Beauty is doing tarot readings, and like it's in really poor taste. Not only one with the whole copying stuff, but two doing it inappropriately. Like it's very rude to make fun of something that other people take seriously. And this whole concept of, the cards making fun of her or ridiculing her was being brought up in, I believe, Purple Glitter's live stream. And I really do think it's in poor taste where there is a healthy community of tarot readers out there that are hella pissed right now that Foodie Beauty is, not taking the reading seriously, not taking the cards seriously, not, taking the time out to read how to read the cards. Then after that, maybe watch a few videos or a lot of videos. Then after that, maybe um talk to somebody who actually knows and understands tarot, and then keep trying, keep practicing so that you get better. Yeah, like it's not a toy. Okay, here's Heather's channel. I'll post it right now so that we're on the same page. We got Natural Ginger in the back. Natural Ginger, I'll add you right now. Want to turn off your camera? All right. Hey, Natural Ginger.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Monty.
Hey, what's up?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Uh,
just sat here cuddling the dog.
I see. I see.
Yes. Heather. Yeah, she seemed quite interesting. I've subbed to her, said
Yeah.
hello, and see how it goes. So
Yeah, for sure. For
she's
sure. We
certainly
got,
got more personality than
yeah,
well, as
exactly.
far as I know. As
And
far
she's
as
not
I know.
afraid to say that she's made mistakes in the past, because she has. None of
Yeah.
us is perfect. We all have a past. We all make mistakes because we're all human.
Oh God, yes.
So yeah,
Oh,
Skinny
oh my
Queen, I see
goodness.
you. I saw you on camera. Let me add you right now. Let's see if your connection's better. Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you a little bit still rough, but let's try. We got perfectly imperfect as well. I see you. I'm gonna add you right now. Turn off your camera. Same thing with you, Farida. All right. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Skinny Queen, you're sounding like a robot, honey bun.
Maybe she is a robot.
I don't know what it is, Skinny Queen. You've never sounded like this before. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the storms. A lot of storms have been passing through. Like we had a storm just a few days ago, so of course it was gonna hit certain parts of the states and whatnot.
Oh, right. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
but it's nice. I'm in Michigan as well today. I mean, it's today is nice, thankfully.
Yeah, it's
here too.
Yeah, it's going dark. Well, it's what time is it? It's about 7:30 here in the evening, and it's not sunny at all. It's quite dull. I think there's going to be a storm. I hope so. I love the rain.
Farida, my husband is actually in Michigan. He's not there yet. He's going today for business. I don't know where. He told me, but I forgot. Bad wife.
Oh, nowhere like maybe Detroit or Lansing or where?
Lansing.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on in Lansing. I mean, it's the capital, obviously, of Michigan, but
yeah.
All right, we got Hippie Easter in the back. I'm gonna add you now, Hippie Easter. Hello.
So, what do you guys think about Heather?
Hi, y'all.
Okay so far.
I feel like we're gonna watch, guys. I feel so. I saw the video through Skinny's. She did a video on her reacting to Chantal calling her boring. So I was like, ooh, this is gonna be fun, because she wasn't. But even the way she was answering, she wasn't resorting to calling. She could have called Chantal all kinds of names back, but I don't know her, obviously. She mentioned that, you know, things about her past. So far, I know she had a restraining order. She was like basically advising Chantal, like, to change her life, et cetera, et cetera. You know, I'm sure you guys saw that, no?
Yeah, I did see it.
Yes. Yeah.
But the way she responded really said a lot to me, because Chantal, we're used to her just saying, "Oh, you're ugly. Oh, look at your eyebrows. Oh, your hair's too dull. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh,
Right.
you're fatter than me."
Yeah, because she's got no art of conversation as Chantal.
Right.
Totally dunderhead.
I think, my opinion, this is just my opinion, is that she is a whole lot like DLF.
Right. I'm gonna add perfectly, please.
Who's
know if you
like
can.
DLF?
Sorry, we had
Chantal.
Heather
Heather?
to me has a lot of the DLF qualities.
Okay,
I mean,
please
I'm not-
explain.
How?
She just doesn't have the social signals. I'm pretty sure she's on the spectrum somewhere. And that me allegedly, whatever, I'm not a medical person. No, can't stand the sight of blood. I'm not a medical person, but I'm just saying allegedly. This is just what my feeling is from the times I've seen her over the last couple of weeks where people have been putting her out. That's just my opinion.
Oh, you've obviously been watching her longer than me.
Yeah, do you mean like the old DLF or the new DLF? Because the new DLF actually said he was going to unalive you, Hippista.
Yeah, I know that. No, the old DLF. The old DLF.
Okay.
No. I still think that's just a bunch of bull. I think he talks more than he's gonna ever act. Because what is he gonna do? Ride down here on a tricycle?
I know.
Come on. Somebody will see him before I need to worry about it. But I'm just saying that the old DLF, the no social cues, the I don't know how to deal with anything, I'm yelling at my mother, that all kind of thing.
I'll have to watch more of her because I don't get that.
Well, I don't necessarily get that. I mean, maybe I have to watch her more. I get this comedy element, for instance, like Chantal, she's more everything. She doesn't want to see people. She's like, she's boring. Whereas, like, did you watch when she yelled at her mom? Ma, it was kind of funny.
Yeah,
when
I
Heather
did.
was calling her mom, or she was annoying her. It was like more funny. It was like, she just has a different style. I don't know how much mess she has in her life, but I don't think it's anything like, Chantal. So,
me and my mum yell at each other, but it's in a comedic way. It's just the way we are, we always laugh, and I don't know. It's just the way we are. It may be the way she is with her mother. You've seen her more than I have, so I don't know.
I just came from Miss Fields, and evidently she's also said that she had cancer and she didn't. So, I mean, we got lots of problems.
Well, she's not perfect, and I think she has. She has got a dodgy past, but I've said things we don't mean.
Well, yes, absolutely, on a daily basis. I'm sorry, and if I've said anything to y'all, I apologize.
Oh no,
not at all. This is your opinion.
Yeah, you can have. Yeah, you have. What you're seeing, and we're not gonna judge you for that or say you're wrong. You're seeing something, and maybe the more we watch her, we'll start seeing it. You never know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've been watching her more longer than I, Hippie Easter. I've only seen a couple of things from her, and I've been maybe influenced to what other people have recommended her, but I don't know. But you could be right. We shall see, shan't we? And then you can say, "There you go, Ginger. There you go."
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Hey, Skinny. Ginger, not one time. And yes, Skinny,
hello.
Sound great right now.
All right, Skinny's Queen is sounding great. Hippie, that you're now crackling.
So, did you guys see the apology video that Heather did today on the racism?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. Not yet.
Okay, so, you know, so Heather is one that seems to rage quite a bit. And she had said that she had said some racist things in the past. So one thing I will say, yes, people do say things in their past and they are sorry for them. But I'm going to keep an eye on her with that because it's not acceptable if it's going to be something that she's going to keep on about, you know?
Well, we've all said racist things in our past, I'm sure of it, even not knowingly, but I'm sure we have said things that could be side-eyed in today's world. But what you're
It's
right
just one
about
thing
that,
to keep.
looking for,
Yeah,
looking
I'm
for it
not
in
like
what she
Xing her
says.
off because of that, but
No,
it's something to keep an eye on. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, you're right there, and especially when they rage, and if they rage, and then they always somebody, as soon as they lose their temper, they start raging and cussing out people in a racist way. Then you've got to start thinking, so you're only not racist when you've got a cool head. That means that it's sort of in your vocabulary anyway, and you're choosing not to use it. That's how I tend to judge
Yeah, because you
people.
can't use like, oh, I was really, really mad, or they said something to
Exactly.
me,
Yes. I
for
was
that being a
upset.
reason to be
Yes.
racist. Because honestly, I was hit by a person of color before, and I never used a racist term back to them. So you can be angry without being racist.
Well, it's like Chantal, wasn't she? She was calling Charlie Gold Charlie Cole when she got angry with her for absolutely no reason whatsoever, did she? She apparently on this email that Charlie was supposed to have sent her, which she didn't, by the way.
But she would never acknowledged it. You know, she was like apology, then she took
Exactly.
it back.
Yes.
This girl,
was
you know,
sorry.
we can
Or
give her a
it'd be
chance.
somebody else's fault. I think that Heather says, yeah, it's my fault that I said that.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
quite have liked that about her, that she's willing to take the responsibility of, you said it, so it's your fault. It's not anybody else's fault, which Chantal hasn't done yet.
I'm gonna accept the apology, but I'm not a person of color, and that might offend, still not sit well with other people, but I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not Xing her off yet. We will wait
Well,
and see
And
because, actions speak louder than words.
you're breaking up. You're
You're
breaking up.
breaking up.
again,
Oh, it ain't.
But-
That's just said that she said it on a live and it's unacceptable. Did she say that? I'm sorry.
Well,
didn't
it
know
is
that.
unacceptable. I kind of
Yeah,
feel the
that is
same way. This is
unacceptable, yeah.
2022, and I don't think there's no, this. I think it's unacceptable.
Never
That's
acceptable.
just,
Yeah.
I will accept people's different opinions, but racism and hate, homophobic, no,
no,
not happening.
Yeah, not
And
everybody has said, I mean, I don't think everybody has said racist things in their past,
Well, but I just want to lay this all on the line before anybody finds it out about me on wherever. I'm in the deep South. I went to Robert E. Lee High School. When we made a touchdown on Friday night, we ran the Confederate flag bigger than the state of Texas across the field, singing Dixie. And that was back in the day. I mean, I'm 59 years old. I mean, that was back in the day. And I'm just saying I'm not proud of it. And I'm so glad that I did not get a Confederate flag on my ring or Robert E. Lee's bust, because I could have gotten both of them. But we were the Ganders. We had nothing to do, as far as our mascot, we were the gander. So I do have a flying gander in the middle of my high school ring. But I'm just saying, back in the day, you did what you did, and this was what we did.
Well, yeah, I get that, but you know what? It's 2022, and you know what? If anything, though, this is a conversation that needs to be had. Especially, I don't know if it's like this in Canada, but in the States, there is an increase in racism. There is an increase in hate. And I think it's important that we have this conversation and we call people out on it and they get held accountable for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely agree. And we've lived here. My family has lived here forever. And my mother, when she was at Robert E. Lee and in the band, and they went to Chicago, they marched through a big parade in Chicago with the Confederate flag uniform on. That was their band uniform, was the Confederate uniform. And it's just something that those of us here in the States, we're just having to deal with. And none of us would agree with it, or at least, God, I hope not. But it's something in our past that we couldn't control.
Let's put it to you this way. If she had said something about a disabled child, would you forgive her?
No.
So we shouldn't forgive her for this. That's my feeling. Like, there is a line, and I think too many people just kind of give the benefit of the doubt, and it's like, we've got to start putting the line and saying, no, it's unacceptable. I'm sorry, but if your first go-to when you get mad is to attack somebody because of their race, you have a problem.
Yes, you do. Yeah, and you can really tell that when people do that. But I don't know the history of it. I don't know whether she has done that or whatever. I don't know the circumstances of it. So we shall find out. We
will find out, because I'll tell you what, Foodie Beauty is boring. I mean, it is like the same all over again, leaving us in the car as she goes to the bathroom, talking about men and guys who probably don't exist, eating more food, telling us she'll start tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. It's boring.
And she's getting to where she's greened out earlier and earlier in the day. And I swear today, her driving around, she was greened out. I'm sorry. And that's scary. She's going to hurt somebody, and then there's nobody's going to be able to do for her.
I think she probably had smoked a joint or a bit of a joint in the morning before she left, because she always does, doesn't she? So I think she's driven after having a smoke. That's my surmise from the situation.
Yeah, that seems very plausible. Hippie, you're still crackling, so I don't know if you want to leave and come back. But yeah, you're crackling quite a bit. But yeah, people are still asking who's Heather. I guess I'm gonna have to link Heather in. Heather seems to be wanting to take the crown from Foodie Beauty, so we shall see if that happens in time. Other than that, is that a mathematics contraption in the townhouse villa in Lachine? Is it a distillery, like a small home distillery? Is it a hookah, or what was the other? What was the other one?
Tea.
Yes. Is it for tea? Please tell me, because there's a lot of people with a lot of ideas as to what it was.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before in that style. So I'm just having fun making up different things it could possibly be.
Wait a second. What did you think it was, Natural Ginger?
I thought it was some sort of still. But then when somebody mentioned in chat that it might be a tea drinking device or tea filtering, I thought that. I don't know about anything to do with mathematics, because I haven't dealt with the manufacture of such, so I don't know.
Sorry guys, I had to step away really quick. Are we talking about the thing that was in Nader's place?
Yes.
The reason I was saying it's not hookah is because I don't like hookah. I've tried it, but like my family does, my brothers here and there, and then I've seen it, like I've always, all over, all around me, but I've never seen that. That's weird, because it's usually the water's boiling in the bottom, or I don't know how they do. And then they'll put the charcoal, they'll light it up, and then at the top, so the water, whatever it is that turns on the charcoal. I don't know. I just know it's not. And then there's a thing for, where you blow in, like, I'm so horrible at explaining, but yeah, it's just not hookah, because there's no There's no place to put the charcoal on the top. In the
Fupa
bottom,
Fabulous has found it. Fupa Fabulous has found it on Google, and it's some sort of still. Is it?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. So I went on Google after
Thanks, Fupa Fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it looks more like that alcohol thing you guys were mentioning, distillery.
Yeah.
I went on Google and I kept looking for images. And if you look, there's a pressurized, like if you make the picture bigger, there's like a pressure gauge. Is that what they're called or whatever? Yeah, it's very similar to
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. This is it, and then they have all the valves all around. And I heard, yeah, if you type in
moonshine, is it?
Yes, yeah, like moonshine or home distillery kit. Maybe
so that's making it with a home kit or making it without a kit. It's just making it with, say, old-fashioned way of doing it. I'm not sure. There you go. For Fabulous. It's the exact one, a distillery for moonshine. Thank you. There we go. It's solved. So why have they got that?
Well, they're drinkers and they're drinking a lot. Like as Chantal has said, Debbie likes her wine and Nader likes expensive alcohol. He likes the expensive vodkas where, you'll be spending $30 to $60 a day drinking, and that's a lot of money when you want to do it maybe once or twice, times 30 by 2 or 60 by 2. That is a lot of money.
Yeah, but this is probably going to taste like crap.
Mm-hmm.
It is. That's why I'm saying that it's simple in a way to make alcohol, but it tastes like crap if you don't know what you're doing.
But Nader knows what he's doing. He says he's the expert on everything.
Yeah, he can use one of his chunky milks to flavor it, and it would taste divine, wouldn't it?
It's just you think about what Dee Dee's her apartment looked like in the beginning, and now look at it. Looks like the trap house now.
Yeah, and yeah, you have to be very careful. It will blow up. Any pressurized system can explode on you, and it can have lethal consequences. So yes, there is an element of danger in it. So yeah, you got to be very, very careful of what you do. You cannot not pay attention, especially when that pressure goes into the red and it's building up. And then that system, instead of being for alcohol, now it's shrapnel when, it's tearing itself apart. So you got to be extremely careful.
But it doesn't have anything to do with meth or coke, does it?
Well, I don't. Well, people are bringing out a lot of speculations. As soon as they saw it, they were like, "Hey, can this be for this?" What I will say is this: you can always use any type of pressurized system for something else. Let's just put it that way. Hopefully, that answers your question.
Yeah, it answers it for me.
Works for me. I know nothing.
Yeah, it can always be repurposed. So just because it's intended for use for one thing doesn't necessarily mean it can't be repurposed for another. Chris says instant pot moonshine. Hey man, if you got potatoes, pumpkins, what else? Apples, pears. What else can you use? Anything.
Parsnips.
Yeah.
Y'all send me the recipe. I got plenty of Instant Pots over here. I love them. Just send it to me. I'll try to make something.
You need to start making some moonshine in your Instapot, Hippie Easter, and let us know how it goes.
Well, somebody send me a recipe. I'm good to go.
Try it out, yeah.
I have a question. Have you guys heard of that Leticia girl? The Leticia or something?
What happened with her?
Do you know her?
No, which one? I don't know. What happened?
Leticia, she's the one who is like, she's homeless. She's got mental illness. She just had a baby. and then CPS took the baby.
Oh,
I
you
had, but
mean TLC, Love Notes for
yes,
TLC?
yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Because I'm not so comfortable covering her because she's like another level, right? Do you feel that way?
I
I don't
actually
know her.
wanted to watch her, but I just couldn't get into it. So I have no idea. I know nothing about
Is she
her.
on YouTube or something? I mean,
Yeah, she's on
Yeah.
YouTube.
What
Oh.
I've heard is there's this whole other genre that I don't know if y'all know anything about it. It's called horror cows. Instead of low cows, they are horror cows. And they do horrible
Ooh.
things.
Well, I've never heard of that. So Chantal is a
And
horror cow.
Leticia is one of them.
All right. I've never seen it. I don't. It's probably a bit too raw and real for entertainment value. I don't know. I could be
That's what
wrong.
I think, especially
Yeah.
like there was a baby involved, and I don't know. And I think she's obviously like mentally that's this. I don't even think she's mentally like not right. She's unstable. She won't get help because she's paranoid. She thinks the government is out to get her. She wants you to send her money. If you don't send her money, then you're
Oh,
part
God.
of the government like conspiracy to get her. So she's like, she talks to people in her chat, and she said, people that she tells people, oh, you're mean because you drink coffee, as I'm drinking my coffee. Yeah,
Is she like that? I don't know her name, and I don't know if that YouTube, what happened to her channel. There was one troubled woman. She reads. Does she do the cards or something? She was always nodding
Oh,
on.
I know.
oh
The one that
yeah,
drinks alcohol. Ashy Cat.
yes,
Miss
Oh
Ashy
yes,
Cat.
yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
yes,
And the police would literally, they were outside, and every
yes.
time she would nod, they would honk the horn or something, and then she would kept saying, "Oh, it's Benadryl," or "She's just tired," but it was clearly something else.
Yeah, she was more on TikTok, I think. She did TikTok
Oh,
lives,
okay. I thought she was
and
on.
it was happening on TikTok a lot, and people were reporting her. Yeah, but this girl's not on drugs. She smokes weed, but she's not medicated, and I think that's the problem. But she won't take medication because she believes it's the government trying to kill her. So
Oh
yeah, I don't
God.
know. It's a whole nother level that I'm just not comfortable with.
Yeah, but I have a question for you guys regarding, just back to the Heather and Chantel. Do you feel like maybe Chantel, she'll see that reaction channels will start to cover Heather, and just, I'm sure she's watching her because she is calling her boring, whatever. But do you feel like maybe this would do something, light a fire under her ass, like, oh, let me be more, I don't know, crazy, let me be more controversial, something? Well, where
I
she
thought that was gonna begin today. Like she would,
Yeah.
do what she needs to do, and she had talks about it, but she didn't end up doing it. All she did was just eat and drive around.
At Inferno, I agree with you. I'm not a Gerald and Maddie fan.
I've been watching some of Gerald and Maddie Owens here and there. They go live a couple times a day, up to sometimes 3, 4, 5 times. So I've been trying to, but with like the full foodie thing and Nader with the hours of streaming, it takes so much of your time. Yeah. Also, Hippie, you're still having bad audio again. So yeah. I like them too, but it's a different mindset with those two. Yeah, it can be triggering to some people because of the drug abuse and whatnot.
We just want somebody like, okay, you can have issues, don't be a racist, don't be, I mean, it's like, you like to watch success stories, right? I mean, but I don't like it when they start getting, obviously Chantel, she's, just over her, just because the lies, the scamming, just it gets ridiculous. I don't know how these people in her chat can just do it, watching her all the time when and then promises. But how many times have we heard, oh, I'm going to start tomorrow, I'm going to do this, and then she asks the people what she needs to do, or how, I'm like, you really asking your members like how to basically just start, how to change or something? She was asking
She's
something.
doing something that she promised though, Farida. Have you noticed? She says she was just going to stay in her room and binge and eat, and she's kept the eating over for about 3 days now. She's been pigging out, hasn't she? So at least
Oh,
she promised
wow.
that and is fulfilling that one. Although she did leave her room today, but she's given up on men. They all seem to just want to pump
See,
and dump
that's
her.
why it's like, it's just ridiculous. You don't need a man to be, you should be
She
okay
does.
without a man. Yeah, this is like, whether it's Nader, because I think it was Nader, not Mr. Coffee, but whether it's Nader or somebody else or whatever, but the way she just completely changed when, you know how she told the story of, oh, he said this and he has to leave, and what, you know, her crazy story about his work, which is outlandish, that his work told him he can't work somewhere out of the house, I think, or something stupid like that. But all of a sudden, like, the way she gets down and she starts to, you know, she just starts to stuff herself, like, that's the sad part, that she feels like she needs a man to be okay. She needs a man to be happy. It's, I mean, she's a big fat mess. She needs a therapist. That's what she needs.
She needs napkins in a car right this very moment, though, because she's just getting in a right state. She's going to be eating in her car.
Right.
You know what, guys?
Yeah,
She's an
that's what she
environmental.
needs.
She is an environmentalist at heart. She doesn't want to waste any paper. So hey, why not her shirt? That's why she was, when she was eating.
We
I
got
think she's eaten too much cheese because she was driving around pretty desperate to go and.
Aren't you
Yeah,
glad
you're
the
right.
outhouse, should we
television?
say, after she'd eaten those horrendous looking shits on sticks that she calls corn dog, is it? Ooh.
Mr. Hanky looking corn dogs. We got Dwight cooking in the back. I'm gonna add you now. Turn your cam off if you want to. But yeah, they look like Mr. Hanky, both of them. Those pogos.
Yeah, they did. They just looked horrible. I mean, if you're going to binge on something, Chantal, binge on something appetizing.
I
Not
agree.
things like that.
Yeah, really. To me, it would not even be weird. It looked disgusting. It really did.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Dwight Cookie.
How you
Little Cookie
going?
Monster.
But you know, how we see her going to, she orders from so many places. Like, say I'm Chantel, right? I want to, you know, change, do something different. All these places that she's orders from, you know, you know how there's just so many different types of food. She orders this, she orders that. Like, at least, okay, do something where, I don't know, you go to a restaurant, maybe change the scenery, whatever, review food, something about food, because you're stuffing yourself all the time and you getting food from different places. Maybe do something with that, you know, where she just goes and tries the food. I don't know, talks about the area where she goes, maybe like Canada, you know, talks about her city. People already know where she lives, but right? Like, wouldn't you do something like that? Hey, check this restaurant out, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
But binge eating is not about it really isn't about the food. It's about the mechanism. It's about, you know how I don't know. You know how people who use illicit substances say sometimes the setup and the equipment and all that is also part of the ritual of it. They can walk past and get a whiff of it, or they'll see something and it'll trigger it because it's like their body responds to it. It's not about the food. It's about the ritual of eating and stuffing and feeling a certain way and doing it for a certain amount of time. That's what binging is about. She doesn't even taste the food.
Yeah, she doesn't, does she? She just shovels it in. I did notice this afternoon when she was in the car, she was getting sort of high on the thought of eating food and ordering more and getting all giddy, and the rat face was really intense and she was making a few noises, and I thought, she's getting high off the thought of eating. So you're right about what you're saying there.
No, it kind of it doesn't trigger me, but it kind of reinforces why I made so many changes, because I wouldn't binge on this extent at all. I would overeat to a large scale,
but this is full blown binge eating. This is what they would put in a textbook as what a binge eater would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it
it's
doesn't
really
look
sad and
appetizing to me.
scary.
I don't
No.
see her eating, say, I like pasta stuff. I don't see her eating anything like that. And I think, I could really go some pasta or some curry or some rice now. It just puts me off everything because it's just revolting. And now her eating is just the foulest thing I've ever seen. It's
That
dripping
cake.
and the cheese pulling and the cake.
Well, and then
cake
when she was wearing the bra that was very ill-fitting, it was a sports bra that had no, but like, it's not about fat shaming. I'm not saying this to fat shame. Okay, so but when I see how she, how she has her stomach hanging out, that's the most dangerous. That's where they say it's the danger. Your midsection. That's where to be fat there is more. It's more dangerous. She doesn't. I don't know if it's just because she's so high, she doesn't care that she's just exposing herself and wearing that. I mean, she just does not care, the filth around her. It's sad. It's like sometimes I think, are we gonna watch her? Like, I'm sorry.
It looks like, I look at her and I think, you look like everything hurts. Like, I feel like
I agree. Yeah.
her hip joints look like they'd be in pain. The way her skin, it looks like everything about her is sore. And I'm like, no wonder you don't want to get up and around, because everything's painful. It's difficult. Everything has an element of difficulty to it.
It's body negativity, isn't it? It's not body
and of
positive,
course you're
it's body
depressed.
negative.
She's not moving. There's no good. Of course she has also depression. When you're not moving, when you're not getting these.
No, she doesn't. She's just using that as an excuse. She doesn't have depression. She just gets.
No, I'm
pissed off
saying
when
I'm
things don't
talking
go
about
her way.
general. I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm talking about in general, not like, I don't know. Obviously, I can't say what she has. I know she always uses that mental card, but I'm saying in general. Have you noticed when, let's just say, you eat crap for a week and you're just lazy, you don't go anywhere, your mood changes, your body's aching, obviously, because whatever you put in your body, it could be, if you're putting bad stuff in your body and you're putting sugar and fat and crap in there, I mean, of course you're not going to feel well. It's just
exactly. We used to say that when the children were growing up, and we actually decided that it did actually work. It's called the vegetable feel good factor. If you have a lot of vegetables and you eat them over a series of days, if you have been eating crap, you do feel better after a while, but you've got to keep, it's not just, I'm going to have some broccoli with my burger tonight and then I'm going to feel great for the rest of the week. But the vegetable feel-good factor does grow and intensify throughout the days you're taking it. And if you eat that like that all the time, then you will feel better and you won't feel the need to binge. Or maybe you would feel the need to binge on junk as well.
Because sugar,
I don't know.
Sugar is an anti-inflammatory. It makes it. That's why everything is worse.
I was just going to say that. That's funny.
Yeah, when you eat the vegetables and you eat a high protein, it actually helps with that. It helps with the inflammation. That's why when you're doing that, you don't feel as bad. You feel better because you're getting more oxygen in your bones, your muscles, your blood. So yeah, so that's for sure.
Yeah,
and you're right about the movement thing, because when I went through a really bad depressive state where I quit my job because I was suicidal and all that stuff. That's part of my journey as well. And I used to have insomnia as well. And what I did is joined a 24-hour gym. And whenever I started to feel like I was crawling out of my skin, going nuts, just like feeling really awful, I would go to the gym at like 2, 3, 4, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I would go whenever I felt that emotion, because I knew it would distract me, physically create the correct chemicals in my body from physical activity, and it would force me to be outside of my house. And I did that straight for 6 months, and it made such a difference to my mental health. And that is exactly why I signed up. And when I signed up with my PT, that's what I told them. And she was like, oh my God, you are here. Whenever you need to be here, you're here. And it was a major factor in helping me move past that moment in my life.
But you must have had a doctor. I
Yeah.
don't know what you had, but you had somebody guiding you. Foodie is just, she refuses to see a doctor. She refuses to get therapy. Like, if she would really battle, like, get a doctor, get a therapist, she could really delve into this, because you're right. Like, we've all been there. We all know. And it's not easy. Nobody ever said it was easy, but you at least have to put the effort and try for your life.
I had a psychiatrist. I went and saw him, like, because I went in and had a crisis appointment, and he said, "I need you to go and buy yourself a pair of sneakers and start walking." And I left there, and I was, what a beehole. Who says that to someone who's in that state of mind? And I went off my nut thinking it was the most ridiculous piece of advice and negligent from a healthcare professional. And my mum sat me down and said, "No, he's trying to save your life. He's a professional. Just try it." And I'm like, "What are you talking?" She's, "Just try it." She says, "Make that part of your everyday and just see. He may be right." And I did. I listened to that. I said, "Look, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm failing at this. I need to listen to someone else. I'm obviously not doing what's right." And I tried it, and I adding exercise in whenever I could, and it does. It 100% makes a difference. It is not the cure, but it is part of the solution, and a very big part for me anyway. And I hear it's in every single how to treat depression. When you look at the symptoms and how you look at the treatment, it's everywhere. It's written down with every treatment plan. Exercise, diet, exercise, diet. It's part
That's
of
the
the
only thing
treatment
I do.
You know
plan.
how they
walk.
even say the natural,
my
sorry, I was just
exercise.
going to say the runners, for instance, like the runner's high. You know how after I think 2 minutes there, you start to feel, I mean, like you said, Joey, it's not like it's common knowledge. When you exercise, your body, releases, dopamine, serotonin, and then endorphins, that make you feel better, and they suppress the hormones that cause stress and anxiety. I mean, obviously, we're not doctors. Obviously, there's clinical depression, there's other, but one of the things that helps, of course, is your lifestyle. I mean, so for her to at least get up, try, walk, like, you need to put work. You have to put the work in, but she does. Chantal doesn't want to do any work. She wants everything to be easy and instant gratification. That's the problem with her. She's,
I have a lot of trouble with sleeping, and so, sometimes when you can't, you're in bed, you're tired, but you just can't drop off. Sometimes I get up out of bed and I just get the dog and I just walk around the village, just around the streets, not far, and that can just send you into I don't know what it does, but it can make you sleep better, just having a walk. I don't know, because it's if you're all tense and everything, or getting some fresh air, especially in the summer. I go for midnight walks a lot in the summer, and it can really help you get to sleep. It stops you having to have the THC, it stops you having to have the sleeping tablet, the nip of whiskey. No, I mean, it can help. It's the only exercise I do. I don't go to the gym. I've got a disease. I can't go. I've got problems with information. It's all. So the only thing I get to do is walking, and that's it. And I can't run. I'm not a runner. I just throw my legs and arms around, and I forget to breathe. So it's not going to happen. I've tried it. So I just have to walk.
I just have to share. I want to share something, because, I know there's a lot of people that feel that are in the weight loss journey and the struggle. And Foodie, if she's listening, I have done so many diets my whole life and different programs, and every program I've done, I've lost the weight. So for me, it's not about what program you're using. It is about the difference this time is that I am mentally now. So it's absolutely exercise, absolutely food you eat, but there is a mindset involved. And Foodie, like I said, she needs to get that before anything will work. And that's the problem with what we're seeing. She'll say, "Oh, I'm going to eat healthy tomorrow. I'm going to eat," and she might eat healthier for 2 or 3 days, but then she goes back because she starts feeling better. So then she goes right back to where she was, because she's not changing her mind. Like, her brain, she's not working on that, the mindset. And that is, I think, the key to really a health journey is starting with the mindset and going from there. Once you have that mindset, then you move on to the healthy eating, then the exercise comes in, but you have to continue to work on that mindset. No, you're in it. Aren't you still working on every day you wake up? You have to focus on that mindset every day.
100%. It is the brain that makes you lose weight, not the body. Because it's the decisions you make, it's the resolutions that you make, it's the agreements you make with yourself. Because if you break them to yourself. So you have to have resolve. And one of the things that foodie
Determination as
has,
well to carry it on.
and
Yeah.
the value of why you're doing it. I did it because I wanted to travel and I wanted to have adventures and I wanted to enjoy the rest of my life with my husband. And the body that I had was not going to cut it. The brain was fine. I'd worked on that part. I just needed to get the body situated as well. And that's why I've done what I've done and I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'll have to do it for the rest of my life. But that's just how it is for me. But she doesn't have any currency to be healthy right now because her life has been created to sustain the eating disorder and her mental health. She lives in a bubble that helps keep her in her comfortable place. Everything that she would try to do would take her out of her comfort zone, and she reacts to discomfort in such a strong way. Like it's not even an option. We've seen this. She does not like to be uncomfortable. And for her, I understand why she doesn't exercise is because she goes up and down stairs and she looks like she's run a marathon. It feels terrible for her to move. That's why she doesn't want to exercise.
A professional,
yeah,
a super duper walker in chat, Julie Witchy. She's older than me.
Ooh.
And she's our Scottish lady who walks 64 miles in a week. She's fantastic.
Wow.
And I
What's
think
that
you run
in,
as well,
real
don't
numbers?
you, Julie? Yeah, so she's brilliant, fantastic.
It's like we're watching somebody who has a cold and they're trying to treat it, but then it turns into pneumonia. And instead of going to the hospital and getting treatment, they're just still trying to fix it on their own. And that's what we're seeing with Foodie. She is taking this binge eating and she's thinking she's going to fix it. She needs help. And there comes a point where, hopefully she'll get to that point before it's too late. I think that's all. We can't do it for her. Hopefully all we can do as an audience, as viewers, is watch it and learn from it,
Yeah, it encourages me a lot to stick to my path because I never want to go back. Because you got to remember, I was almost the same size as Foodie. I'm 2 inches taller, but I was about 8 pounds lighter than she is at my heaviest weight and 2 inches taller. So pretty similar in size, but I was a lot more mobile, but I was so uncomfortable. Like things hurt so much and fitting
Well, I
in was
admire
hard.
you for it, Cookie, because you've stuck with it and you've thought, right, this is what I want, and you're able to do it. That is my biggest downfall, is I'm flaky and I can't stick to things and I procrastinate. So I really admire your staying power on that endeavor. Of everybody that does it, it's something that I need to work on myself.
And I praise anyone who can do it over a long time. Like if it takes you 4 years to get to a healthy place for you, that is determination, because there's so many things in life that get in your way that try to disrail you and can take you off track. And for every person who has a bad day, what they consider a bad day, who gets back on it, that is admirable, because it's so easy just to give up. It really is just easy to give up. It is hard to stay on track.
I 100% agree.
It's
I
so
really
difficult for anything that you're trying to do that's hard. Every day you keep going, you are being your own hero. You really are. And I give everybody claps and snaps and all the good stuff for anybody who's trying to do something difficult and they keep going, because you're wonderful.
It's hard, but I was just gonna say, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. I'm talking about Chantal. So I think it's called the marshmallow experiment. It was done in the 70s, and I think Stanford, where the reward system. They gave the kids. They said, okay, you can either have something right now, instantly, a small reward, or two things if you waited 15 minutes. So when they came back, they noticed that the kids that wanted to wait, the delayed gratification, they had better outcomes in life. And the reason I'm saying this is just to point out that Chantal, for instance, is everything when you cannot wait for anything, and everything has to be, because ever since she was
we might have lost Farida.
I was going to say
when you go ahead. Sorry.
if Chantal was in that experiment, she'd eat her marshmallow and everybody else's.
Yeah, no,
And
but
then
I'm saying
lie
because
about it.
she wants
And then
everything.
lie about it and say, what marshmallows? They were
Yeah, no, but
She'd be
she's
taking the
like her
kids next to
mom.
her.
You know how she said she's always cried and got her way. She never, she's always been given things immediately because she whined her way and she always got what she wanted. Even now, she doesn't want to work for it. Everything needs time. Like you guys were saying, you were talking about being healthy, whether it's losing weight for mental reasons, just for, it takes time, right? So she does not. To her, she does not want to work for anything, even if it's something like, for heaven's sakes, her job is just to sit on her ass. She can't even do it right, for the simplest things that her scamming her audience, postcards, for example. She can't even do that. So it just shows you, like, she wants everything quickly. She wants it now, and she's never gonna get anywhere
Well,
with that attitude.
Farida, we're seeing the fruits of her endeavors now, aren't we? Because at the moment she just wants to stuff herself and sulk.
Exactly.
But
she
looks
is sulking.
absolutely
That is
miserable,
perfect. She's
doesn't
sulking.
she? She looks
She's
miserable
sulking.
doing what she wants to do, which is sulk and eat.
Yeah.
And she's not even raging, is she? She looks
she's
like
mad.
she's got a half-life. Even
I mean, Chantal, it's not going to be easy. No, none of us. We all, I'm sure, the people in the chat, people in the chat as well, I'm sure they've had difficult journeys, and everybody's had their own tough, way in life. Everybody has their own story, but you have to suffer a little bit, unfortunately. Nothing comes easy. If you want to work hard to have a good body, or for your mental reasons, whatever it is, you have to work for it. So you're not the only one, Chantal. Get off your ass. Stop asking your chat for advice. They're not your therapist. They're not your nutritionist. They're not your doctor. Get off your ass and do something.
But she's mad that people aren't enjoying what she's doing. And she's like, but we've always done it this way. Why are you mad about it now? Because we've had enough. It's enough. It's time for something new. And channels have to change their content. They have to mix it up. But she's like, no, I just want to sit and eat. It's like, well, we want to see someone do something more. And then she gets
because she was saying
about
something about, did she, I Cookie, maybe you'll be able to answer this. Didn't she say about Heather, why do you all want to watch her when she's only got 600 viewers or subs or
she
something?
did say that.
Yeah, she did she? I thought she's got more than that now. She's got more than that now, Chantal.
She started, Foodie started off with 600 subscribers, 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
And she got to where she was. And the thing is, her personality is not enough to keep people engaged anymore. Whether it's good, bad,
threatened.
or whatever.
She's threatened. I know she thinks like, 600, but she's definitely threatened, because what is she doing that's different? I mean, why is she better than Heather? Why do you think you're better than Heather? I don't get it. Why would you think people should stay around for you? You're boring. Your own beezers are getting bored.
Yeah. But you got to remember, her other addiction is attention. And she's going to be losing that too. So that's why she's all sulky, is that people don't want to watch me anymore.
By the way, I loved your video, Joey. I don't know if you guys saw the video Joey I made about the the beezers, what they were getting from Chantal.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
my
so
gift
funny.
bag.
That was so funny.
Thanks. That was for Monty, that one. I put that out a bit earlier because I know Monty likes those ones.
Yeah,
Well, even the
like,
voice. I like the voice.
hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious. You're just like the ultimate beezer.
Yeah, but the voice, that was so funny.
Yeah, the voice is so on point.
That is so funny.
Because you think of them like that. You
me.
But that's what you think of a beezer, right? Like nothing she can, whatever she does, like the ultimate true loyal beezer, whatever Chantal does, like there's an excuse, she can give you, I don't know, like just stones wrapped in paper, and they'll say like, oh my God, look what she did.
The postcard. I was trying to figure out, I was going to go buy a postcard, but I'm like, nah, she wouldn't buy one. She'd make one. She'd handwrite it, literally postcard.
You should do that. You should do a skit like of her pretending to, like, a postcard with a picture of Nader on it. Nader drawing that she drew.
Yeah. I've got some other things planned along those veins from the beasts. I've got a really good idea for that.
Please keep the voice.
Yeah.
Keep the voice, please.
Yeah.
I
Get one
can't
of
help
the
the
troll
voice. The
house
voice
and
just comes out.
send it to Chantal and say, "Wish you were here?" Question mark on it.
They should send her a postcard telling her
Yeah.
all the things that they want her to be doing. Send it on a postcard.
Well, Heather has got over 1,000 subs now in just a few days.
Yeah.
Chantal. I'm not saying it's because we've put our eyes on her. I'm not saying that. But
No.
yeah, Chantal.
No. But I mean, I know she's got a really bad track record, and I know there are things that she's done and said, but these are things that we've seen Chantal do as well. So we can accept and tolerate that to a certain extent.
There isn't that much. She hasn't got many videos on her channel though, has she?
No, she's deleted a lot. She had some other channels that she's deleted a
right.
lot. So she's not all sweetness and light like she comes off as.
No, I bet she isn't.
However, she seems to have made gains. Where I have a problem, where I've seen the footage, is that she does speak to her mum pretty badly. And that puts me off a little, but it may have been prior to help, therapy, medication, talking to other people. Like, she seems to genuinely want to change. She has got issues which are apparent and she admits to, but she's got a willingness and a self-realization about it. Like, she knows, I know I'm a Fruit Loop and I know I do this and I know I do that. That's the flip side, where you can see she realizes that her behavior is not good and she wants to change it. And she asks for people to tell her when she's doing something wrong. She's asking for people to say, please tell me if this is wrong, if I'm being bitchy. Whereas Chantal's like, I'm not bitchy. You're a bitch. You're ugly. You're old. Blah!
Yeah.
That's the response. It's very different energy from between the two of them. Whether Heather stays this way in my mind will depend on her actions and her content. But for now, I am eager to be watching her stuff because she seems like fun. And I love listening to her voice. I don't know. I just love it so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has got a great accent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She has.
Yeah, but we'll see, because, with the increased popularity will come increased criticism and even trolling.
Mm-hmm.
And is she up for that? Is she ready for that? We'll see.
She gets quite a few trolls, doesn't she?
The beezers are vicious. They are a vicious pack of wolves, those beezers. And I hope they stay away or keep it to a minimum or just have some compassion. Just leave her alone and go and just hang out with Chantal and watch her eat cake. Just stop it.
Do you think we're going to see any more of Chantal's tarot reading endeavours? Do you think she's going to get the book and the deck out again and wow us all with her knowledge she's been researching? Or do you think that's it? It's all gone now?
No, I think she's going to keep at it because...
Where did the tarot thing come from? Where did that come from? Where did the inspo for tarot come from?
Eerie pepperoni, probably.
No, we're thinking Purple Glitter. Purple Glitter has talked about, she has her channel and she has talked about, not a lot, but that she's like into
the angel numbers and stuff. Yes.
And then that is when Purple Glitter started kind of getting, that's all of a sudden then Chantal started talking about this as well. Yeah, because it never just comes on her own.
No.
It's always, but she always copies somebody else,
Yeah. Oh, I thought it interesting that she was in a fashion show 2 days after I did my little fashion video on her. I thought that was really funny. My trash bag tunic and the other two other outfits, and then I'm in a fashion show and I'm like, what? Where did that come from?
Oh, maybe that's where it came from.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It was literally I think it was a day or 2 days after, and I'm like, maybe I'm being a bit full of myself. Maybe I'm just looking for a connection, but I was just like, nah, the timing's just too bogus.
Are you saying that this is a fake fashion show?
I think she was eyeing off my trash bag tunic. I think she was seeing the practicality in that, thinking this would be perfect for me. It's basically
did look good on
size bib.
It looked good on you. You did wear it well, I have to say.
It took all of 5 minutes to make that, but yeah, I was worried the bag might not go over me, but it did.
I like the cling film one. That was very sleek.
It was very sleek.
Easily
It was a
wiped
little hard to
downable,
walk
yeah.
in, but it was very sleek. And she actually inspired that one, so thank you. She goes, how am I cling wrap? Tell me how I'm clingy. And it just blew up in my brain. I have to make a dress out of cling wrap. I have to. So yeah, how am I cling wrap? I'm like, you are the clingiest of the clingers. That's how. That's why. She's a clinger. Oh, frightening.
She's not a fashionista either. She's got,
Nah.
because she was saying, oh, I love fashion. Yeah, Chantal, come on, you've got no fashion sense
Did
whatsoever,
she
honey.
go to that show yet? Remember how she's gonna
No,
her?
She hasn't said when it is. She hasn't said which company it is. I'll laugh if it's C.H. Robinson, the old one that Thingy used to work for, because it seems like she has lost a job now. I don't know. That's what the word on the YouTube street says.
Oh yeah,
but,
she lost her job. Yeah.
You think so? Definitely.
You all think that?
Yeah,
Let's
I
do a
do.
vote. We're gonna go vote because
Do
that's
a
very
poll,
sad.
See who thinks.
That's extremely sad to me because I hate to see somebody get into a situation like this because I know how they end and they never end good.
And it's just another way to isolate her as well, and that is the modus operandi.
But don't you think it's her fault? Like, this happened. I mean, like, doing that for him, and the first strike that she got, that caused her to lose her job.
Oh, I don't know what
it
to
is.
put.
It is. She has responsibility in it, but it's still very sad. I mean,
no, it's sad, but I'm not like, it's like, I blame her. I'm not. I feel bad, but then I'm over it only because why did you put it in jeopardy for this man? And you've been there for 25 years.
Well, I voted no, but that's because I'm wishful thinking. I'm hoping it's not true. I don't like her, but I don't, especially someone who's been working in a job for 25 years, just losing it over a man's situation.
She may not have lost it. They may have offered her a redundancy, or they may have offered her an early retirement, and she may have gone,
that's what I'm hoping
I will
for.
take that. I will take that, and I will put that into something else.
I feel mean, but I don't feel bad for her. Only, sorry.
Yeah. I think we're assuming she was fired. There are many other circumstances where she could have ceased working because she's been there such a long time. She could be on long-term, what do they call that? Long service leave as well. She could be taking a good chunk of time off.
Do you think they've said to her, jump before you get pushed?
Yeah, they could have offered it to her because they've, these issues have come up and we'd like to give you the option of staying on or moving on or whatever. That's how they gently fire you.
Drama Llama.
Payout,
yeah, it was Louise that's on sabbatical. Louise on Twitter, Louise 2010-08, which by the way is back as of a few days ago. I think 1 or 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, they're adding. Hi everyone, by the way, they're adding YouTube.
Hi Erie, how you going?
They're adding YouTube to take down all of our channels, like me, Monty, FFG, just Breezing, I think it is. I don't remember. There's a long list of us that are terrible harassers and bulliers. Apparently, we're not allowed to have our own opinions and thoughts.
Oh, okay. And Louise has got the hookup, so she can make it happen.
You know what gets me? Like, I think of reaction channels as like reporters of the internet. Just like, we have different news stations in the States. There's some that I don't like. I don't think I don't like their opinions. I don't like the way they present it. I don't watch them. Like, that they have that freedom to do that. So I don't watch them. These people don't watch. If you're that offended by it, don't be taking, you know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous.
Monty and Erie are the alternative news media. Yes, that's what I like.
Ooh, I like that.
We don't want the thought police knocking about, do we? Telling us what to think and say.
They're reporters of the internet.
Speech police. Yeah.
Then they should be giving the same energy to Chantal and Nader because they are also doing something that is very like bullying or shaming or they're the other side of it. Our opinion their opinion. If our opinion is wrong, then their opinion must be looked at as well, because they are acting in a terrible, terrible way as well. We all need to go. If we need to go, they need to go. It's as simple
I
as that.
agree.
One
We can't
opinion is
have
bad,
one.
yes. We don't live in a totalitarian state
Mm.
yet, and
Mm.
so let's keep it that way. But
Yeah.
No, because
It's
what Nader and Dee did last night is totally okay, right? They went on a
yeah.
reaction channel. They were laughing at Mary Cab. And I say they because Dee getting more courage as time goes by and becoming more vocal. I'm sorry, from day one, this woman has never wanted anyone having an opinion at all, if it was in any way, shape, or form not boosting her or Natter's ego. She has from day one blocked and stopped people from having a right to have an opinion.
he was laughing at Mary Cab to cover up his anger, wasn't he?
Oh, he's a piece of crap. Let's not even talk about all the videos on Natty Daddy alone. If you dig enough through Nader Shami, he violates terms of service every single video. He always has to talk and harass and bully someone, right? It's always like that. I'm a little pissed today because I saw and I added it to my video what's happening with barbecue chicken. So we don't have a right to freedom of speech. We don't have a right to have our own thoughts and opinions, to create content.
Who struck barbecue again?
Kashi Star.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
So and she's got some big stands, hasn't she, that really come into
what happened to barbecue chicken when she talked to YouTube, right?
She got struck by Kashi Star.
Oh, see, I thought it was Nader, but regardless, it applies across the board because they're telling her if you even use 1 second of a clip that it's, how does Monty and everyone please explain to me, when did YouTube corporate become the judicial system and gets to determine fair use? When? Someone tell me.
They never did. And I don't know what they're playing at, because you're allowed to use people's content if it's fair use and transformative, which barbecue chickens video, for example, on Kashi Star, the first one that she did, was like all barbecue chickens are, you know, the cute editing and things like that.
Yeah.
Barbecue makes them lighthearted. She's not like even mean in her compilations. It's a compilation. That's what it is. And even when H1 went to court for the Matt Haas situation, they won because they are allowed to have criticism even if it is satirical mocking.
Yep.
I think Kashi Star doesn't want to be seen as a lolcow.
No.
And doesn't want to be reacted to, especially by reactors who do Foodie and Amber Lynn and what have you. It's putting her in a bracket that she does not, and her stands don't want. Which, I think your stuff's out on the internet. You're allowed to do it, aren't you? Aren't you? Otherwise,
Kashi wants to be seen as this sexy vagabond hippie. And barbecue just illuminates the fact that she's just a filthy camper, basically. And she doesn't like that. So barbecue, in her amazing wisdom, did a premiere of her next Kashi video and live streamed it and live reacted to it and added commentary. So she still put her video out. She just did it in a different way that could not be struck. So, yeah, barbecue chicken was not scared off one little bit. I think it just made them all pissed off, to be honest.
But because it's all completely fair. Like what all you Erie and Monty and everybody, and you're just starting now cooking and perfectly imperfect. What you're doing now is allowed, and I think it's because YouTube say on they'll flash up, this channel has used all your stuff, all of the clips in their video was you, so you've got it can be copyright struck if it doesn't meet the criteria of blah blah blah, but you've got to prove that it meets the criteria of blah blah blah.
I don't even think barbecue chicken's video on Kashi Star was bad. I actually enjoyed it because it was actually somebody like doing things. Like I was like, wow, what a difference from Chantal. Kashi Star was like out and doing things, and You know, enjoyable
But
to
she's
watch.
not come after Goldwater Rules, and Goldwater Rules has been doing live streams about her and a few videos for a while now, and he's not come onto her radar. Maybe it's because he's a smaller channel than BBQ. Not sure about that, but she doesn't want to be. And I've heard that she's all very cutesy, but if you do something wrong to her or what she perceives as a transgression, she's a real vicious manipulator. So,
yeah, she I've seen her a few times. I've
who
watched
holds
barbecue chicken
grudges.
stuff. She looks like she's a little bunny, but she's really a venomous snake. She's got some grit under there, and she's a little. I don't know about her, but yeah,
Which is
I definitely
great
see that. Yeah.
for reaction and commentary channels to look
Yeah.
at and their audience, because we love seeing. Excuse me. We love seeing people's lives like that, which we could, because it is put out onto the internet. Now, if it was somebody's private life and they weren't filming it, then you wouldn't touch it, would you?
The smart move from Kashi Star would have been to say, thanks barbecue chicken for highlighting my channel and yada yada yada, and being gracious about it.
Yes, because lots of people said in barbecue chickens live that they actually went and thought she was cute and subbed to her because of barbecue chickens video.
Yeah.
And now they're all subbing again.
Yeah.
See, it's basic human greediness. Honestly, why, like, if you're making your content transformative, that's within terms of service. So why are people getting away with abusing the copyright system, which is against terms of service, just because they're being petty?
I don't know. It seems grossly unfair at the moment. It's so unfair.
Is this why Nader uses his computer the way he does, instead of like streaming it like you guys would do it or Monty would do it and put it up on the screen? Is this why he holds it up and shows us the screen? Because technically speaking, that means he's not using another person's. It wouldn't pick up on the copyright mechanism that YouTube has, correct, as using somebody else's content.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because
it's somebody else's
in
content,
the studio.
isn't it?
The studio, it'll show you. There's a tab that shows you if someone's using your content and what percentage of your content is being used.
But that would show up if you're just showing the screen, the laptop screen or the iPad screen.
Okay,
if you're holding it up, it would pick it up, correct?
Right. So the one thing I think that people, and I'm going to tell everyone this, and I'm going to urge everyone who has a channel to stop doing this. You know, YouTube has that feature where you can just click and clip a video. Do you know what I'm talking about, Monty?
Yeah.
Okay, don't use that. Screen record it from your device. Because I think, in my opinion, from what I've noticed, it's picking up on anyone who's clipping directly from videos through YouTube versus their devices. Because barbecue even asked me, like, hey, how come you didn't get one? Well, I don't know. We'll see, right? I might fall onto the radar. But what I do is I screen record everything. I do not use the clip it feature on YouTube.
Yeah, because it's got embedded stuff in it, doesn't it? And that's what they pick up on.
Exactly. It's a way of them to keep track of people and what they're doing with their platform.
Yeah. Whereas the screen record is just a different MP4 or something. I don't know. I'm not techie, but it would make sense. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm thinking, because and also make sure that you're making it super uber transformative. Add a ton of filters. If you have to change the voice, speed it up, zoom in, zoom out, do what you need to do. In these times, you have to be extra cautious. That makes it incredibly transformative. For me, I make sure to not take longer than 10-second sections. Okay. That's why I've delayed the release of chapter 2, because I have to make it extra transformative, because I'm not going to be talking in that video at all.
So, changing it round, changing it from one angle to the other, and maybe making it black and white and speeding it up. That's all part of the transformation, is it?
Right. Yeah. Speed it up, make it black and white, throw some extra filters in there to give it an effect of some sort. If you want, throw some stickers on it as well. Like, make it super duper transformative. I wouldn't mind making a few clips showing everyone how I do my editing. I don't mind sharing some tips to help people out.
Well, we've been saying that it just seems very unfair that it can be instantly shut down and deleted or whatever you call it from somebody making a very spurious copyright claim. But it seems going the other way. It's like trying to nail jelly to the wall, trying to get some purchase with YouTube from it. It seems wrong, but I don't think it's going to change, which really frustrates me.
I don't understand how Nader still has a channel after some of the comments he was making. I'm not going to say what they were, but in Gary Unfiltered's live last night, I have no idea how he is still up with some of the things that he said regarding. I just can't believe that.
I counted. I went through that whole video. I didn't put the entirety of the timestamps because it was close to 50 terms of service violations regarding hate speech.
Just
how is that video still out there?
It's like literally he's reading from the terms of service and specifically breaking that rule. The language was that bad. It was. I actually made a video because I was so angry. I made it, but I didn't post it because I was like, no, this is Gary's battle, and if he needed the help, I would have released it. But I'm like, no, this is just how I'm feeling. I don't need to post this one because I felt like how his perception of victims, and he's looking at Gary like, this happened to you as a man. No, this happened to him as a child. It's not the same person. He couldn't defend himself. The things you're saying are so, it makes me feel like he's a predator, and he's looking
and did
at
you
it from
see
the
Troll
predator's
Detective's video? You need to watch Troll Detective's video. He's talking about graping people in the pen. Okay.
Yeah. No,
that thread you had on that thread of all those clips you had, Era, on YouTube, Twitter that you put up, was seeing it all out there. It was just, oh, geez. And surely YouTube have seen that and they've just remained silent about it. It's incredible. It really is. I can't believe it.
Well, I have a conspiracy theory, and this is just a theory. Okay, it is my opinion. My personal thought. I was curious, so I looked up something yesterday. There's a YouTube company. There's a company that works with creators for YouTube. Okay, in Alexandria, Egypt.
Oh,
what if Nader knows someone inside who's saving his ass?
Maybe I've thought that about plain cheeseburger in her chat that they work for Google or something. I don't know. Maybe that's maybe the conspiracy theorist.
Or maybe it's the Illuminati. I don't know.
Someone is getting a free pass.
I never believed in the Illuminati, but now I'm like, I don't know. This is weird that certain people just seem to, it's almost like that they made a deal with somebody, a deal with the devil. I don't know. It's
Monty, I'm going to send you that screenshot. Can you look over and see if my theories at least
Sure,
close?
I can take a look at it.
Okay, cool. I'm sending it to you on Twitter.
Because I'm so desperate right now to get answers and get this nasty business out of the way and everybody get their fair due. I can't think of the words to say now. I am so angry. So I'm actually thinking there has to be somebody who knows something. It's not what you know, it's who you know in life. It's a very cynical way of looking at life. But am I looking at a real-time example of that now? And are people behind the scenes helping? I hope not. Geez, I hope not.
I don't know about that because aren't there like legal ramifications for YouTube? That's why they have to take people down, is because legally they have to. So
you
if
would
they
have
are
thought
letting
so.
this skate by as a favor to someone, do you really think they would risk their job for some piece of garbage like Nader al-Shami?
Exactly. So, see, it doesn't make sense, but
well, that's why you should seriously stop reporting to YouTube, and we need to start reporting to the FFC. that's where it has to be done, because somebody's got to be overlooking YouTube, because YouTube, obviously, they don't care. They're not going to do anything. They've shown it time and time again. So now maybe it's time to start going above them, you know?
What's the FFC or the FCC?
The federal
Yeah.
censor board or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Hippieista, I'm gonna add you now.
Yippee!
Oh, is it an American or Canadian?
It's American
department?
FTC.
Right.
You mean the
right.
FTC, right?
FTC.
The FCC, yeah, it's American, but YouTube is American, so they would oversee YouTube.
Sure,
That's why, yeah.
Well, yes, it's.
Yeah, you're right. It's not the FTC, it's the FCC, because we're dealing with communications. Yeah, there's two of them. There's the Federal Trade Commission, and then there's the Federal Communications Commission. So we were talking about the FCC.
See, yeah, I thought I heard that in an Eminem song about 15 years ago.
I'm gonna add you.
FCC won't let me be, let me
yeah.
be me on MTV. That's the one.
Yes, that's the one. So that is why something there went to space to XM radio. Who was it again? Howard Stern, because FCC does not have jurisdiction in space. Hippie, I'm adding you now. Turn off your camera.
Well, that's it, folks. We're all going to XM radio.
All right, hello Hippie, welcome back.
Hi Hippieista, you've made it through.
Hi Hippie.
Hi.
Where is she? She there?
She's in a mood with us.
She might not have any sound. I don't know what's happening, but you're live, Hippieista, if you can hear me.
Are you giving us a silent treatment, honey?
All right, we'll give her a minute or two. Other than that,
Yeah.
what else is there? We've talked about the mathematics kit. It seems it is indeed a home do-it-yourself alcohol kit. Yeah. Yeah, like a still, yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is. So, but it doesn't look like it's plugged in. Is that the right word?
It looks like somebody might have gotten it and given up after some time. That's what it looks like.
It might be something from Dee Dee's previous life. I don't know whether it
could be. It's possible. Yeah.
We've seen what he does to chicken. He's not going to be able to do that. He's
making chicken liquor.
And who knows? Maybe he's tried it for something else.
Coriander whiskey and all that type of nonsense.
I'm telling you, YouTube is going to the criminally insane. You got people blatantly showing devices to cook up stuff with, and they're still here.
Oh Lord.
He should have lost his channel. He should have lost his channel for what he said about Gary, and YouTube have been sent that loads of times what he said about Gary. That is a sackable offense
Skinny
of the
Queen,
highest order.
See you. Is Skinny Queen asking if we could see her? She means in the chat, or we could see her.
Where is she?
Yeah.
Well, she
We
just
can
said,
see you,
"Hey guys,
Skinny Queen.
yeah, we could see you there."
Hippieista, I see you as well. So if you want to turn off your cam, I'll add you.
Yeah, he should have lost it for the Gary thing. Hands down, no questions, no quibbles whatsoever. And also for getting Mary Cab to be hit by a husband. Not that she was, but putting it out there. That's
encouraging
just two separate scenarios where anybody else would have lost their channel. And because he hasn't, because of those two things, all the other stuff, forget all the other stuff, but just those two things, he should be gone. And because he's not, and then all this is happening, I'm totally miffed and depressed.
Is it because they can't understand what he's saying? Is it the bots can't pick up what he's saying because of his accent or the way that he mumbles?
I've thought that.
Same. I've honestly thought maybe
Me too.
Understands him, and they just you can't understand anything he says. Maybe that's why.
What does his videos get transcripts?
Not good enough, YouTube. Not good enough.
They're sending bots.
Yeah,
because
that's
people
what I'm saying,
use code words. They use code words. So when he's talking about CSA, he says Haribi Haribo. Okay. So when he's talking about going in the back end, he says suitcase. when he's talking about
Wow.
calling
But he
people
said something
the
yesterday.
homophobic slur, he says fish stick.
But he said
So,
something yesterday that was very, very clear that even I understood it, and I'm like, no,
right?
no,
In the
sir,
song.
you cannot say that.
Yeah,
and
but what
Yeah.
about when he's speaking in Arabic? He clearly was saying, you know, even saying that song, I don't know, is that like okay to say that stuff? You know, just even listening to him in Arabic, he's talking about, you know, guns and violence and getting people and doing all this stuff. You know, I don't want to say here, but he was like,
Well, it's very narrow, Farida. It's very narrow-minded of YouTube to think that just because he's got an American audience doesn't mean that there aren't Arabic speakers out there that know this stuff. I mean, it is a global platform.
Yeah, well, everybody uses YouTube around the world. You would think they have, you know, also Arabic speaking, whatever Arabic.
Exactly, yeah. It seems SH has got a theory that YouTube are trying to get rid of reaction channels or Girl World or something. Where's it? SH said they were just throwing theories out there. Where was it?
Oh, I found it. You want me to read it?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Oh. If we are throwing out conspiracy theories, here's one. If YouTube doesn't want Girl World on platform anymore, this could be their tool. Support the worst to drive away the rest. Then after they go to other platforms or new channel topics, then they will yeet the troublesome people's channels.
I just think it's about money. I think YouTube is a corporation. You know, I just think it's all about money. That's what drives, you know, these people. It's money. It's all about money. So I don't know why they would want to get rid of Girl World. What's that doing to YouTube? Nothing, right?
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can at last.
I'm way late now, but please don't go off after Kashi Star. I love Star. I have watched her forever. She is my people. Again, I'm hippieista. She is my people.
Why has she gone after barbecue chicken then? Do you know?
Because she just doesn't want her stuff taken over. She just wants to be her own person, just make her own money, just do her own thing, live her own life.
But she can't police other creators.
Yeah, she's on YouTube. She's on YouTube.
She's out there in the public forum.
Can I ask why her followers are sending death threats to barbecue chicken?
Okay, that I don't know. I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
Can I say I don't know who Kashi is?
Sorry. But I love.
Oh no, he'd be like, you like what you like. You're right. You're right to defend the people that you like. And
of course you are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. No, I mean, I don't think we were going after her. We're just bringing her up. But she is a bit. She's problematic. But she's actually drawn that attention to herself now by going after barbecue.
Absolutely.
Who is so lovely.
I agree with that because I did not know that was happening. But no, Kashi's my. Star is. I've been with Star forever.
Do you not feel manipulated by her?
No.
Okay. A lot of
Can I
people
just say something?
That's okay.
I'm going to say something to clarify all across the board because in the previous community I was in where we covered beauty influencers, yeah, they didn't like the commentary channels having their own opinion, but guess what? It got them to millions of subscribers. Whether it was negative or positive, because people get curious, right? So you go and check it out, and whether you agree or not with what the reaction or commentary said, you might stick around because you find that individual interesting, right? So people need to stop pitching a fit because it does help out channels.
It does.
It brings attention to your channel. And reaction is just a reaction. You react. If it's bad, you're going to react. If it's good, you're going to react. You can't, like, if you're not being original to your own feelings, like, let's say you see someone do something bad and you're like, oh, no, that's totally okay because she's a sweetheart. No, if she did something bad, say, hey, what the hell, Kashi? Why are you doing this?
I agree with that. But you see, Hippieista barbecue chicken made an introductory video to it and she showed her in a fairly good light. You can see little bits of things that you'd find really annoying, like her eating, for God's sake. Her eating's foul. She makes awful noises. I'm really sensitive about that, but that's me. I'm really sensitive about that. But and she didn't do anything wrong, and then she got barbecue chicken got death threats and loads of trolls threatening her with this, that, and the other, and it was unnecessary. But
I didn't know
I find
any
her.
of that.
I've got nothing. There's nothing wrong with you supporting her, and you support her. But I just find her a little bit manipulative. What I've seen.
Yeah.
I
Well, I mean,
support
everyone can
channels that
support
you
who they
probably wouldn't
want.
like, so
To
that's
me, what I get to do is live life through her in Berkeley,
Yeah.
in
yeah,
California,
I can see that.
and I'm in Texas, and I'm 150 years old compared to her, and you know, I mean, I get to go to the Berkeley Bowl grocery store with her. I mean, that's what I see in Kashi Star. I don't know what's going on with barbecue chicken, and I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
But maybe if she does get reaction channel, if reaction channels do make content about it, maybe you'll see it and see it from a different point of view. I don't know. I'm not trying to do down that in any way, because I'm sure you've got a great relationship with her channel. I do watch channels that a lot of you probably wouldn't like, but and that's fine. That's absolutely brilliant. That's fine. But it's because she's out there, and just like Chantal, and just like everybody else who's got a channel, people have got a right, yeah, to
they do.
criticize
Everybody has
it.
the right to do I agree with that. Free speech all the way around. Free speech. I'll go. If I could get on the top of my roof, I would yell free speech. But if I got on the top of my roof, I'd never get down, and y'all have to come get me.
Yeah.
But I love y'all, and I just wanted y'all to know that please don't go after me. I love Kashi. I've been there.
No, you can love who you
Never
want.
go after
Look, can I?
anybody, Esther.
Yeah.
No, okay. Can I give an example? We need to be more like the paranormal community. And here's what I'm going to say. Paranormal community has what you could call compilation reaction channels, right? One that I like is Nuke's Top 5, okay? And what they do is they take highlights of each paranormal channel and show like a clip of, hey, he saw this, do you see it, kind of thing, And guess what? Franco TV, which is one that I love, the Paranormal Files, all of them have thanked him because, hey, you showing that one clip got people interested in my content, and I gained XYZ amount of subscribers. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. It's a way to highlight the things that they like or don't like about your channel, but it's highlighting an opinion, an idea, a thought, a line of thought that somebody can either go with or reject. That's the thing. You can always reject somebody else's opinion if you don't sit with it, and that's okay. And then if you can still sit down and have a conversation with that person, even after you've rejected their opinion, it usually means you're a civilized, intellectual, reasonable person. People who go off their nut often just have other problems going on. And I think that's what's going on here. But I agree with you, Hippie. She looks like she's quite interesting and fun and tripping around the world doing all this stuff. I'd love to be doing that too. But there's some bits there that I've seen that just make me go, something's not right.
I mean, everyone can like and dislike who they want, right? Yeah. I'm not good, for one, going to judge anyone if you like someone that I don't like. I don't know anything about Kashi. I'm going to be honest with you. So
Chantal, if you like Chantal, there's something wrong with you.
I mean, but still, they have a right to like who they like, right?
And that's
like,
I'm not gonna. They do.
I'm not going to go and give them threats. See, that's where I stop, because it's like, whoa, you're taking this a little too real life. So because this person doesn't agree with your point of view, now you're going to threaten them.
No, death threats are a no. And Kashi Star hasn't come out and says stop going to other creators and threatening them on my behalf. She's just gone with it.
Yeah,
maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she doesn't know.
Maybe she doesn't.
She probably doesn't know, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Maybe she doesn't.
Absolute clue. And Natural Ginger and I have been threatened with weapons from our lovely guy, and Niagara.
Yeah, we have, but he doesn't bother me. It's a different. Well, I don't know. For all we know, he could be a secret Kashi star watcher and be the one that's threatening. But I just didn't like the barbecue because she was so nice about her. But I don't think she will be from now on.
No, yeah.
She's going to point things out a little bit more, she said. So
yeah.
There we go.
She's going to go a little bit harder, I think.
Yeah,
I will absolutely watch barbecue chicken because I respect her as well. I'm not saying I'm dissing either one of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I have followed Star for years and
keep following her. Keep following her and keep loving her. And you're not your standing with us hasn't changed at all and won't because of that, sweetheart. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that at all. That's never going to happen. See, it's already put a fire amongst the community already, hasn't it? All these new people. It's great.
Yes, we still all love each other. We all love each other. That's what matters. That's what has to stay, is that we all love and support and have each other's backs. No matter what, we can have differences of opinions, but we love each other.
Yeah. That's right. We don't just block everyone because, I don't like what she says. She watches that person. Block.
Yeah.
Block.
That's right.
No. But
regardless, what every YouTuber needs to understand is that criticism is indeed protected under fair use. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah. And there is no onus on us to use only constructive criticism. We are not in the workplace. We are not family members. I am not somebody in your inner circle. I can criticize you without it being constructive.
You can even do it mocking and satirically like H1H1 did. And they want 100% of their case, not 90, or they want 100% of it.
Or especially when one of these creators like Foodie says, I don't bully. Where do I bully? Okay, you've asked. Now I'm going to show you. You know, like you're asking the question. I'm just answering what you put out there.
Exactly. We've all done that, right? As creators, when she'll be like, well, show me where I bullied. Okay, here's a compilation of 20 instances when you bullied someone.
Bingo.
How am I mean? She said that the other day. How am I mean? I'm like, let us count the ways you are mean.
That was an amazing question, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh my God. I keep on saying H1H1. It's H3H3. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm actually sick.
We knew who
I have one of those back to school colds, if you know what I mean. So my brain is all sorts of foggy.
I don't miss back to school. I don't miss that at all.
Erie, what you're talking about, we just go on.
Oh my God, correct me. Tell me, hey, you moron, it's H3. And I'm a watcher of Ethan Klein's, and I fucking am. Hello. Hi, everyone. Feel free to shame me.
I watched them too. Yeah.
I watched
Shame.
That family, did y'all see that Trisha is at 37 weeks, so we should be having a baby sometime soon.
Oh God!
I bet that baby's gonna be beautiful. No, you know what? I used to be a huge criticizer of Trisha, but I will say this: I was not biased when it came to her. If she did good, she did good. If she did bad, she did bad, and a lot of times she did bad. Okay. But I will say this: I hope that her having a baby brings a new perspective to life for her. Because motherhood does have a way of changing people. That's all I will say.
It does.
You're right.
And I think Moses will be an amazing father. I think no matter what, Moses is going to take care of that baby. So I don't feel really bad. I don't feel apprehensive. I don't feel apprehensive about it because I know.
Oh my God.
Dumb people.
I'm sorry. I just
all
saw Inferno's comment, and Inferno, you said she's gonna try to recreate hers. Can you imagine a Trisha Paytas baby? with the.
Oh
I
my-
just pictured a big wig and a lot of.
That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, a mini me, a mini me.
It'll be a beautiful baby, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
it will be, but I've got a wiggly line for a mouth right now.
No, I don't think the baby should fix the mom. I don't think that's. I'm saying that I've seen instances where people completely change when they have a baby.
Yeah,
Like we all
yes.
have
you
that
do,
friend that
though.
used to be the party
Yeah.
girl in college that you would be terrified of them having a kid, and then you run into them and it's like, oh hi, you're like little Susie Homemaker now.
Yeah.
Soccer
And your little
mom
coffee
here.
3/4 pants and the oversized sweater and mum bun.
You're right. I love your positivity in this. I'm just not agreeing with it. Trisha
Well,
Paytas is a
go
whole
for it.
person. I love the
I'm
positivity.
with you perfectly imperfect.
Yeah, I
I'm
love it, but
side-eyeing
I'm
you
like,
Hey,
time.
I love this because we're not an echo chamber.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
we don't all agree. That's what is the good part of our group is we don't all agree, yet we can all get along, and that's what the world needs. But I'm saying I was all about being CEO of something or another until I had my baby, and I was like, I want my baby.
You were a
I
CEO.
want
You
my
were a
baby.
CEO of that child.
I want to be, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he came out lovely, married a wonderful
Yes.
woman. And
Oh.
they are so cutesy cute and take care of my mother and take care of me and my husband. And so I'm just saying, you just got to go with the flow. That's
Right.
what
I want to be hopeful with the Trisha thing. I want to hope that it does change the direction of her life and makes her focus on the things that are important. And she does a wonderful job, and her marriage stays intact, and the baby rate grows up beautifully. This is what I'm hoping for. Do I
Right.
think that? No. I think they'll be divorced in a year.
You hope that for the kid, right? Look, I'm gonna tell you guys,
I
when I used
do.
to
For the
when I
outcome of the
used to
child, not for the parents.
right, when I used to talk about Trisha, there like I kept it unbiased. Hey, like I said, if you do good, you do good. If you do bad, you do bad. But there was an instance around the wedding when she fought with Gila and Ethan, right? That it was an entire mess, and I absolutely did not agree with Trisha in any way, shape, or form. And not only that, but Trisha has the habit of when she messes up, instead of stepping back and taking a break, she's like, I'm just going to continue messing up, right? So we had the whole I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, I'm Jewish, I'm pagan. And that's when I said, jumping off the ship, done. Jumping off the ship, done.
I'm saying that when I saw Moses show all of his beautiful plants that he had taken from everywhere he had ever lived, all over their living space, their garden and whatnot, and he just talked about them like they were his babies. I knew that whatever happened, I don't care about Trisha. Trisha can be thrown out the front door, but Moses is going to take care of that baby. And
Moses is going to be the stable force in that baby's life. And I hope.
Chocolate Design saying she was
Moses the
cosplaying
male.
John Benet Ramsey. Oh my god!
Oh my god, I forgot about. Yeah, she did. Look, Trisha has made a living after being the most offensive troll of all trolls. If you deep dive into Trisha, your head's gonna explode. I'm gonna tell you right now. She's made a lot of offenses. Like there's the blackface incident. There's the chicken nugget. Does anyone else remember the chicken nugget incident?
Yeah.
Okay, there's so many things that she's literally made a living off of. How many groups can I offend?
Remember the O.J. Simpson video?
Which one?
Trying to retrieve my brain here now.
Simpson video that she was like, "Oh, he's wonderful," and blah 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 blah. And
that's what Trisha does. It's all about how many people can I piss off and get shocked. How many people can I piss off and get shocked because it got her the views and the subscribers, and it's insane. I'm sorry. I went deep into the Trisha rabbit hole, and I jumped out of the rabbit hole because I was like, I can't keep up with how many people she's offending. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, like when somebody put in the comments when she said she had dissociative disorder.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that
remember
was a
that. Yeah,
big
That
one.
was
I
bad.
remember. Yeah, I
that's why
remember
I'm
that.
thinking Trisha and a baby, happy ever after.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you're right. She just, yeah, she's a hot mess. She loves attention. And Erie, you
Oh,
said it, like,
Lord.
being a mom, you can't take a shower. You can't, it is the baby first before you. And plus, didn't she say she doesn't believe in nannies? Remember, she went after Ethan and
She will. She
yeah.
will.
She will. She will.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Like, I'm hoping and praying for the baby. I guess that's where my
Yeah.
interest is
Yeah.
for the baby, because I'm a mom, and I get, like,
100%.
I would hate to think that a baby is
Oh my
not.
God, Mrs. Fields is saying that Heather is now live wearing a crown.
Oh
I
my
like that,
Oh,
Seth.
yes.
God.
That's so funny.
Do you
That's
think
so
her and
funny.
Foodie, do you think Foodie's
no.
going to attack her?
Yes.
Yeah.
100% yes.
I
Yeah.
hope so. I hope so.
For
And then
real.
she
She will
can
not
give
be
back
able to
to her.
keep the mean girl on the inside. She will have to say and do something. A, for the attention. B, is like, who is this bitch coming in on stomping around my territory?
She's
And it's
going
her
to, yeah.
default mode is to attack.
She's
She
going to make
doesn't
fun
know
of
what
her
else
voice.
to do.
She's going to make fun of her voice. She's going to call her fat. She's
Hmm.
going to call her ugly. She's going to make fun of her hair, probably her eyebrows, right, Erie? She's going to go for everything.
The eyebrows, the
The
everything.
eyebrows. Yeah.
She cannot go for that hair. That hair is a veil of gorgeousness. I love that long, what is that movie with the Scottish archer chick? What was that movie? The
I
kids
know what you
animated,
mean with the
a
the
Braveheart
animated
or
one.
something like that.
Yeah.
Braveheart.
Not Braveheart, but you
No,
know
it
the
was
one.
a female. She has the blue turquoise dress on,
Yeah.
and she.
I
Oh,
can't
I
remember
can't remember.
her name for the life of me. But
Oh, but the
got hair
big
like me.
red hair gloriousness, and it's gorgeous, and it's healthy, and it's
Her name is
bouncy.
Merida
Yes.
in Brave,
Oh,
from Brave.
I'm just Brave.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound Scottish.
her hair gives me that vibe. I love
Mm.
it. And Foodie cannot come for it because Foodie looks like a
Brave.
bald eagle chick.
That's what it's called. Brave, yeah.
Yeah.
Merida. Is her name really? Is it
Merida.
not Murray? Murray.
No, it's Merida.
Oh,
Hmm.
It's a pretty name.
Yeah.
Scottish to me. Anyway.
Well,
Oh well.
you know, I'm sorry, Foodie, but you want to get rid of all of us because you're an
Yeah.
unappreciative
Now,
person. You don't like. You're gonna start feeling the effects of it soon, because I
she's
don't think I
getting her
made.
wish. She's getting her wish. We're all going to go
Yeah.
away and stop talking about her. She's getting what she wants. Aw,
Yeah.
lucky
Oh,
her.
do you know what to do, Heather? If you really want to troll it, wear your crown and eat orange chicken. That just kill two birds with one stone.
Or a prawn, a ring of prawns.
Yeah, a ring of prawns or orange chicken.
Oh, but she's Jewish. Isn't there a shrimp thing? Is there a certain time she can't eat seafood or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Or am I wrong?
No,
I don't know. I don't know enough about Judaism, so I'm not going to speak on it. I don't
Stick
know.
to the orange chicken. It's bland enough.
Yeah.
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 And maybe
That's
some
so funny that she's done that. That's so fun.
a Frisian cow pinafore and a ham-coloured bra. You just got to go for it, girl. There's so many tropes.
A ham-coloured cow dress.
Oh, can I clarify something? I ain't saying Trisha ain't trash. Let's make that straight. I ain't saying Trisha ain't trash. I'm just hoping for the baby. That's all I care about, is the baby. Trisha's total, like with the whole Ethan and Keela Klein thing, I was completely H3 camp, because what she did to them, especially while Hila was pregnant, was awful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And
I
I
wonder
just
what
want to
she's
put
going to
out
call
there.
her. I wonder what she's going to name the child. We'll get a good idea from what to call the child.
It'll either be really normal and very traditional, or something crazy and wackadoodle. Yeah. Daughter
Because he's
one
obsessed with water, isn't he?
Yeah. I just want to put out there, I don't think, because of Trisha's clear and obvious and ones that she's talking about, mental illness, people with mental illnesses can be great mothers. I am one of them. I will say that for loud and proud. It's not her mental health issues that I think are going to be her problem. It's her inability to interact properly with other people one-to-one
Right.
that is going to be the undoing of her, because you add a baby to a brand new marriage and relationship. That is a lot of pressure and a lot of strain and a lot of anxiety, and if she has not gotten hold of herself correctly, it is going to be the unraveling of that marriage. That's all I'm saying. I do not think she will be a neglectful mother. I think she may be a problematic mother, but I don't think she's going to be a terrible mother in that way. So please do not think that that's what I'm saying about Trisha because of her mental health or negligence. That's not what I'm saying at all.
All right, who thinks
Right.
the baby's name's going to be Malibu?
Oh,
Oh, I
geez.
could totally see that happening.
Or after the rum,
Yeah.
after the coconut rum,
Or a shade of
Malibu.
pink or something.
But Doe-Eyed, I agree with you. It's not the mental illness that concerns me.
No.
It's her narcissism that
Yeah.
concerns me, because she is so narcissistic. And I'm lucky that my parents were,
Unreliableness.
my parents were not narcissists, but I've had friends who've had narcissist parents, and they've had to go through a lot of therapy.
Very, yeah. But we can always, at this point, it's not happened yet. Everything is unwritten yet, so we can only hope for a good outcome.
Yep.
Right. Just throwing some positive light out there and hoping that the best happens, right? Because no one wants to see a kid unhappy.
Yeah.
At least not people here, because I've seen other people wish horrible things on kids. I'm not one of those folks. And I know no one here is one of those.
No.
Narcissists aren't very good parents, though, are they? Really?
Oh, hell
when
no,
it
they
comes
aren't.
down to the nitty-gritty.
No.
Especially if they're
No,
covert
they're not.
narcissists and they're in denial.
Yeah, they're the worst.
And they're unaware. Yeah.
They
and
are
they're
the
unaware
worst.
themselves. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Because they're sneaky about it, so no, people don't believe you. When you're dealing with a covert, they can manipulate people really easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It is a very hard, long road for a child under a narcissistic parent.
It is.
Difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, Inferno.
It's an entire lifetime of gaslighting. That's what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's worse when you actually the falling in love with a narcissist is different from being like they're your parent. So you innately love them. They're your parent. So it is a different kind of hurt.
Yeah.
When it's a parent, it's a different kind of pain. Yeah. Oh, I got sad all of a sudden.
Yeah, I agree with that, Inferno, because one of my parents is narcissistic, and I learned a lot what not to do and what not to be from them. Okay. Our relationship as I've gotten older has gotten better because I stand up for myself. I stand up. I had to learn how to stand up for myself and not allow gaslighting to manipulate me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
puppies and kittens. Good stuff.
Puppies and kittens are cute.
Yes.
I like their little jelly bean pads.
Oh my God. Yes.
Is Heather doing a reading?
Yeah. So we've actually answered the questions for once on the panel's title. What's going to happen to the crown? Heather's already got the crown because she's wearing it right now.
It's going to be atop her head.
Yeah.
The Red Queen.
Does Nader have a mathematics lab? No, it's an alcohol lab that he could be a real man with. He can be Jeff at Jeff Cook Gin.
So it's to make alcoholic beverages?
Yeah.
Is it because they're now on a budget? They've got to be on a budget and they can't afford the good tequila, so he's got to make some really cheap and nasty rocket fuel to drink instead?
But you can make it with a higher proof, can't you? So a little goes a long way. That's I suppose that's what they think of it.
But I thought he was making fun of Gary, saying that he can't afford to buy alcohol because he gets a government check. What happened with that?
One rule for me and another for thee. When it comes to Nader, he always goes for people which he's guilty of himself. All the time. And he was so... Is that much of an arsehole. I mean,
he was
arsehole.
so fixated on Gary. Don't steal food. Don't steal food. It's like he doesn't steal.
He was
food
a child.
now. He doesn't
He
steal
was
it
a
now.
child.
He stole it a long time ago when he needed to survive. Like, he mixes and mashes things around to make it sound like it's such a big bad thing. And all I could think was Walmart sneakers.
Yeah.
That's all I could
What
think.
about no, but what about all the innocent minds and pieces of mind and innocence that you've stolen from people, Nader?
Yeah.
Which is worse than bread or water or even
And you can't tell me with those little magic card trick fingers he doesn't have light fingers and he hasn't pinched stuff.
Of course he has.
Right.
Of course he has.
He's given himself a 5-finger discount. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Come on. Stop it. Stop it. He's a fraud. His whole personality is fraudulent. It's just,
Some would say that he stole from Foodie when he was sold the drugs at double the price. I mean, she was an arsehole, but she still was stolen.
There's a word for that, though, isn't there? There's a word for that.
I can't think of it. Nada.
A word
with
for
menaces. He's got money with menaces. The old-fashioned way of talking.
Oh, I can't think of the word. That it's like not false. Oh, I want to say false advertising, but that's not right. It's saying something.
He's marking it up.
Yeah.
I don't know, bait and switching. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really a bait and switch. It's more like a markup.
Oh,
there's a proper word for it, though.
I guess so.
Sure. Yeah.
But an extortion, money with menaces, saying that it's going to something's going to happen to you if you don't pay
bribery,
or things like that.
Blackmail.
Think of the word.
Oh,
Someone will know it. Someone will come up with it.
People.
Clever chat.
100% extorts people.
He's an extortionist.
Yeah, for sure.
Price gouging, yeah. All sorts of things. We'll find it out. Someone will find it out.
Oh my God, a funner topic. Can we switch to a funner topic?
Yes.
I can't remember who it was. Someone, and thank you so much for this, because I'm going to make a whole ass video on this. Because you know me, I'm a paranormal freak. So apparently, Nader El-Shami, and this is coming out of Dee Dee's mouth, okay, has been visited by a sleep paralysis demon 2 to 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We've discussed that on here.
We've talked about that.
Damn it! I was late. Oh my God!
Somebody said that it's Foodie Beauty in an invisible cloak.
Yeah.
Someone's biting his feet and screaming in his ear. Dee Dee, are you sure it's not you?
Cloak. Yeah, and they found it out because she wore a size too small or 2 sizes too
small. Look, dude. What if it's Dee Dee? Because you know she gets pissed at him. You can see it in her face. She'll start. What if she's been doing it to him at night just to get back at him? And then she'd be like, "Oh, it's just a demon. I don't know. It's
not. It was Net and Ruth Cavapoos in the chat that pointed it out. Who they took me out with that comment. We were all full. I've been laughing about that for weeks.
That was the funniest.
That was so funny. That was such a funny comment because we could all see it.
We could all see it.
I could see her literally being like, when he falls asleep, just screaming in his ear and biting his toe and being like, "It was a demon, yo. You got a sleep paralysis demon attached to you."
Isn't it haunting his willy as well? Isn't it haunting his willy and doing stuff to his willy?
Yes.
It's turning it green.
Yep.
All that ectoplasm it leaves behind, Nader.
He's infested with ghouls.
All is it? It's ectoplasm. It's not you in your wet dreams.
In a realistic paranormal talk, though, jokes aside, if that mofo has something attached to him, it's because he willingly invited it in and is living harmoniously with it. So ain't nobody send it to him. It didn't come out. No, he invited that thing in, because I have a theory, and it's a funny theory, but I'm weird. So literally, Nader, you escaped from Hades and you're just a trickster demon amongst us.
Yeah.
Well, it is widely known. I know a lot of people don't believe this, but a lot of demonic attachments can happen to people with terrible drug addiction and drug habits.
Yep.
And when they're really intoxicated and when they're really drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're
Yes.
vulnerable. But Erie,
Yes.
have you also seen
It's letting
some
the
of the
dark in.
pictures? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the pictures? I've seen them on Twitter of Foodie too. Like people have been seeing things in Foodie's place. I saw one. It looked like a demon face and I'm not saying it is, but it did look like a demon face in her on her map, and then the black thing that keeps flying around.
She sees it as well, doesn't she?
She's hearing
too.
too.
Okay, so
She's
I
having
can
auditory
debunk.
hallucinations. Yeah.
I can debunk the one in the car because at first, there is that there's something that your eyes do that you see faces. I can't remember what it's called. But yes, at first glance I was like, "Oh, that's an entire demon right there." And then I look closer and it's a picture of a chicken sandwich. Okay, so
Alright,
that
guys,
one's
well, I'm gonna
debunked.
pop off
Well,
and I'll talk
maybe.
to you guys later. Bye.
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 Yeah.
Maybe it's the
See ya.
spirit
See
of
ya.
Kashi.
Yeah, but I can see definitely the possibility of demonic activity there. I know it's just my belief; it doesn't have to be yours. But I
Right.
think attachments can happen when you're at a vulnerable stage, and you can let things in. Doors are opened. When you take psychedelics as well.
Seeing stuff. The fact
What's
that
that?
she's been seeing stuff is
She
just,
has, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's I'm chalking it up to hallucinations from drugs, but I don't know.
It could be a trickster. It could be a trickster doing things that look like drug hallucinations just to really fuck her up and anybody else that's watching. I always try and see when I watch people whether any orbs go past them and that.
Oh, geez, if
Me too.
If she hears about this, she's gonna try to date him. She's gonna tell us. Yeah. He poured water for her. He opened the car door for her. He's totally wants her.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? Like, it was brought to my attention that apparently Miss Foodie Beauty not too long ago, or sometime within the last year or so, played with a Ouija board and didn't close the portal.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago. She did you say she did, like as in she didn't close, or she did as in she closed it?
She did not.
Close it, yes.
She didn't. She forgot to close it out. People mentioned it to in chat that you have to close it out, and she never did.
She was too
Yeah,
lazy.
you have to close it out, because if you don't close it out, it's literally an open door that any entity can cross through.
Mm-hmm. And she's too lazy to follow it through. She's too lazy. She's too obstructive to follow instructions and messing about with things that you haven't read up on. Because if she got the tarot cards out, I would have thought that anybody else would have read the book from cover to cover before you even touch the cards. She's getting them out and shuffling, and the cards didn't correspond to the ones in the book, so that totally fucked her up because the pictures are different.
I've been reading tarot for 23 years. Now, my way of reading tarot, my rituals are not the same as everyone, so I am not saying that this is how everyone should do it. Let me clarify that. But what I like to do before I even throw the cards, when I get a new deck, okay, I like to put my energy into it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll sit there and I'll shuffle and I'll shuffle and I'll shuffle. I'll put them on the windowsill with my crystals and let the moon and the sun hit it. Yeah, I know. Laugh at me all you want.
Put them in a silk. My friend used to put them in a silk scarf and put them under a pillow and sleep
in a black bag.
Yeah,
in a black bag.
Any of this, Erie, she doesn't understand. So she's just inviting all kind of chaos.
That's true. Yeah, chaos is the right word. Hippie Easter. Yeah, she's invited chaos in. Or she's allowed it in because she's too stupid to invite it in.
And before I do a reading, I like to light up some incense and clear the energy with Palo Santo is what I like. I know that's for positive energy, so I use that. And I also use some selenite. I keep some selenite on the table with me as well. And then I proceed with my reading. And then I close it out as well with a quick cleanse. And Palo Santo, selenite, put it back in their bag. And if it's been too many readings, I do the whole recharging them. There's things that I would recommend people to do to protect yourself, protect your deck, and protect the people you're reading.
Yeah, no, she's not doing that. And I don't know anything about tarot, although I'm probably going to start looking into it. But she just mocks it. She makes the rat face when she pulls a card. I mean, I can't even imagine what kind of things, energy will come her way, because that's just horrible.
I don't know much about. I love esoterica and everything that goes with it. I'm not an expert at all. I know nothing. I always look to other people for instruction and guidance on that sort of thing. So but I know as a total amateur, not even, I'm below an amateur, not to mess around with things like that. And when people give you instructions of what to do and you don't do it, it's just bad. It shows ill intent. So
it's not a joke. It's just not a joke. Like, honestly, and I'm not saying you could pick up a deck tomorrow and say, hey, I want to start reading tarot. Absolutely fine, do it. But connect with your higher self is what I recommend. Connect with your higher self, connect with your guides. Everyone has guides around them, okay? Whether it's angels or whatever, I'm not going to go too deep into that. But connect with your higher self so that you're giving the best you can when you do a reading. What irks me is it's not a joke, because I've seen a lot of people. I was very heavily involved in the tarot community and TikTok. And I've seen a lot of people who really look to tarot readers to get answers in moments of grief, moments of stress, to look for an answer and maybe feel some comfort, right?
Yes.
That's what irks me. Mm-hmm. And if you're playing with it, you never know if someone stumbles onto your channel and said, oh, hey, let me see if I can get a card, and you're just sitting there goofing.
And you also she's the type that would read a card and read it all wrong, and maybe read a card for somebody else, and they might go away and think about that, and it really play on their mind, thinking, oh, she might have really seen that. Do you know what I mean? It's being, I can't think of the word now. Just being fake and being a charlatan about it. She'd make a good No, she wouldn't even make a good charlatan of a card reader. She wouldn't, because she's just
right.
terrible.
And Brandy, I'm with you on that. I don't do internet. I've done a couple of internet readings in the past on public figures, and it was mainly a collaboration with other readers. But I don't prefer to do readings via electronics. I prefer to do it in person, because for me, the person I'm reading, your energy is important as well. So everyone does it different. Just take it serious and don't mock it.
Yeah, but Foodie Beauty doesn't. Chantal is just mocking it all over you can look at her face.
Yeah, she would think a visitation from a succubus or an incubus was
no
hot.
Respect for anything.
Yeah,
so
she was thinking an incubus was hot. Mm-hmm. Because she can do starfish with a friggin' sex demon.
All right. Well, I guess we might wrap it up for now. We've been going on for nearly 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'd like to thank everybody that was here, still here. Thank you so much. Ari, thank you. Hippieista, Perfect Imperfect, Natural Ginger. We also had Dwight Cookie and Farida. Yes. Skinny Queen at one point. Yes.
Queen, yeah.
Love y'all, sweeties.
Yeah, love you too, Hippie. Oh, my voice is going. So
Drama Llama asks a question. Any other tarot reader do an interview or introduction spread as first cast? Can you answer that, Erie?
Sorry, let me read again what the question is. The only other tarot reader that I know in this community that does tarot readings is Rose Thorn, Reactions and Ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
And
we have Andy's Tarot and Nails, I think.
Yes,
there's a few people.
Community.
Yeah. There's a few people.
She's only just started her channel, I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, and there's Andy who does that as well. She's the Fire Squad member. I don't know. Ear is the best one to ask about it.
I
truthfully.
haven't done anything. Like, honestly, the one that I've seen is Rose, and I like her form of reading because
Yes,
much like myself, I'm an intuitive reader, which means I don't just go by what the card means. I also go by what sounds silly.
No, it's not. What you're saying, you've gone off Eric, but the gut and the intuition, the intuitive reading, yeah, that is.
I
And
do.
Rose is like that, yeah.
Right. So I do intuitive reading, and I go with my higher self and what spirit tells me to. So I know that there are some that go by the literal definition and traditional spread. I do that too, but I prefer the intuitive reading. Sometimes the cards, and I don't work off of throwing cards. I let the cards pop, and depending on the energy, sometimes they just pop and it's like, okay, all right, well, calm down. I know you have a message. Relax. Give me some time here.
Oh, of course, yes, purple glitter. Sorry, sweetheart, I forgot about that. Yes, purple
Oh,
glitter.
she does
Rose,
readings too?
Erie. She's
Yeah, I think she's like.
I don't know whether she does them on. She won't do them on a live, I don't think, or
No,
on a
but
I
I
don't
think
know.
she does some, I think, on her Instagram, but I know she's like kind of, she talks a little bit about it. So yeah, she's into it.
Was that a good enough answer? I don't know if I answered that good enough.
It seemed good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of creators that are into it, but it isn't part of their channel, I don't think want to really go back and forth with it on their channel so much. I know Rose does it on hers, but it's not like a permanent installation on her channel.
She does
It's
it
all
once in a
very
while.
interesting to me. Yeah, she does. Yeah,
And I like them. I enjoy it, because that's something that I'm into, and I wouldn't mind doing a collab with her one day. See what happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
But I'm not set up right now, so not anytime soon.
All right, that would be good. Some people are really into that, so that would be nice. So I guess we're gonna oh, hey there, that I'm checked. Good morning to you as well. We're
Good
just
morning,
wrapping this all up.
sweetheart. You're just getting up as I'm going to bed. Well, not
Yep.
going to bed, but it's
Hey,
only 10
Tag Paul.
o'clock.
Welcome. So yeah, I think we might wrap this up right now. Thank you so much. I'll also post perfectly in channel if anybody wants that. Don't forget the GoFundMe for Ray Ray's been posted again by myself, and Greg Grubo has been posting. Thank you so much for watching or listening. And if you're just coming in, watch the replay. Why is YouTube refusing to accept Counter-Strike? It depends on whoever is reviewing it, that counter notification, and it also depends on what that person is saying in that counter. So what I suggest, if you keep repeatedly putting in things, maybe check that you are sticking to the strike itself and not putting erroneous information such as Nader is a felon or he's been to jail. Like, they don't typically want to hear stuff like that because it has no merit to the counter. So you got to stick to the facts.
Focus on why your content is within TOS.
Yeah, and maybe ask other people the best. I think it's the way you word it, the way you phrase it, what you add to it, what you leave out of it, and why it is difficult to do a counter strike. We don't know. This is one of the bugbears that I've got at the moment. So whoever asked that question, I don't know why it's difficult. I really don't. It's unfair, and I think we're all in agreement with that.
For sure. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. As Greg Group was saying, there are 2 legal statements you must include in the claim. So far, generally, that is very true. There's certain things that you must say, else it will be rejected. So
there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a good evening.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Don't let the ghosts get you.